The only way to become fluent in English is step by step. So let's answer the big question. What's the only way to become fluent in English? And what if I told you that most English learners are doing one thing every single day that actually is stopping them from becoming fluent? They spend years studying grammar, they memorize hundreds of vocabulary words, they complete exercise after exercise. Yet when someone asks them a simple question in English, they freeze. Why? Because fluency isn't something you study, it's something you build. And today I'm going to show you the only path that leads to real English fluency. The only way to become fluent in English. Have you ever asked yourself, why have I been learning English for years, but I still don't feel fluent? You are not alone. Millions of people around the world ask the same question. Maybe you've finished grammar books, maybe you've learned hundreds or even thousands of new words. Maybe you've watched countless English lessons on YouTube, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. You know the words, but they just don't come out. Does that sound familiar? If it does, don't worry. Today I'm going to show you the only way to become fluent in English, and the best part is much simpler than most people think. So let's get started. First of all, what does fluent actually mean? Many people think fluency means speaking perfect English. That's not true. Fluency means you can understand people, you can express your ideas, and you can keep a conversation going without translating every sentence in your head. Do fluent speakers make mistakes? Of course they do. Even native speakers make mistakes. Fluency isn't about being perfect, it's about communicating comfortably. Imagine you want to learn how to ride a bicycle. You read books about bicycles, you watch videos about bicycles, you memorize the names of every single part, the wheels, the brakes, the pedals, the handbrakes. You become an expert on bicycles. But here's my question. Can you ride one? No. Because reading isn't writing, and learning English works exactly the same way. You cannot become fluent just by studying English. You become fluent by using English, and that's the biggest difference. Step 1, first of all, listen every single day. If you listen to the podcast, listen to this podcast every single day. Let's start with the listening. Many learners don't listen enough. They study grammar, they complete exercises, they memorize vocabulary, but they rarely hear real English. Your brain needs English every day, just like your body needs exercise. The more English you hear, the more natural it becomes. Now, here's a question. Do you have to understand everything? No, absolutely not. In fact, you shouldn't expect to. When children learn their first language, they don't understand every word either. They simply keep listening, little by little. Everything starts to make sense. So listen every day, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever you can manage. Listen while cooking, listen while walking, listen while driving. The important thing isn't listening for hours. The important thing is listening consistently. Small talk. Think about your favorite song. How many times have you heard it? Probably dozens of times, maybe even hundreds. That's why you know the lyrics. English works the same way. The more you hear it, the easier it becomes. The second step, learn phrases, not just words. Here is the mistake many learners make. They write long vocabularies, for example, happy, excited, interesting, comfortable, successful, but a word by itself doesn't help very much. Instead, learn complete phrases. Instead of learning the word hungry, learn I'm getting hungry. Instead of learning busy, learn I've been really busy today. Instead of learning agree, learn I completely agree with you. You are learning English the way people actually speak, and that's much easier to remember. Step 3, you have to read every day. Reading helps you notice how English really works, not textbooks English, not textbook English, real English. You don't need difficult novels. Read something you actually enjoy, a short news article, blogs, filtering a story, a social media post, a few pages from a book. Even 10 minutes a day makes a difference. When you read regularly, you will start recognizing words without translating them. That's when English begins to feel natural. Step 4, speak every day. Now we come to the most important step, speaking. Many learners avoid speaking because they are afraid of making mistakes. Let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone who learned to swim without getting into the water? Of course not. So why do we expect to become fluent without speaking? Speaking isn't the reward for learning English. Speaking is the learning. You don't need a perfect accent. You don't need perfect grammar. You simply need practice. Talk to yourself, describe what you're doing, read out loud, record your voice, speak with friends, join conversation groups. Every minute you spend speaking makes you a little more confident. Small talk. Have you ever practiced conversation in your head and then forgotten everything? When someone actually spoke to you, that's completely normal. It happens to almost everyone. The only solution is more speaking practice. Step 5 is stop translating everything. One of the biggest reasons people speak slowly is because they translate every sentence. For example, you think in your language first, then you translate it into English, then you check the grammar, then you speak. That takes time. Instead, you start thinking simple English. I'm tired. I'm making breakfast. It's cold today. I need to answer this email. Simple thoughts become habits, and habits become fluency. Step 6, number 6, is to actually don't be afraid of mistakes. Here is something that might surprise you. Making mistakes is a good sign. It means you using English. Imagine a baby learning to walk. Do they fall down? Yes, again and again and again. But nobody says, maybe walking isn't for you. They simply stand up and try again. Learning English is exactly the same. Every mistake teaches you something. Every conversation makes you stronger. 7, you have to be consistent. Here is the truth. You don't need to study for 5 hours every Saturday. You need to study a little every day. Consistency always beats intensity. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't brush them for 3 hours once a month. You brush them for a few minutes every day. Learning English works in exactly the same way. Small daily practice creates big results. The biggest secrets. So, what's the only way to become fluent? It's not buying another course. It's not memorizing another 1,000 words. It's not waiting until you feel ready. The only way to become fluent is this: understand English, use English, repeat again and again and again. Every conversation makes you better. Every mistake teaches you something. Every day brings you one step closer to fluency. My final thought for you is, if you forget everything else from today's lesson, remember this one sentence: you don't become fluent by learning about English. You become fluent by using English. So don't wait until next week. Don't wait until next month. And don't wait until you feel confident. Start today. Listen to something in English. Read one page. Learn one useful phrase. Speak for 5 minutes. That's enough, because smaller steps repeated every day leads to big results. Now, I'd love to ask you one final question. What is one thing you are going to do in English today? Let me know in the comment section below, and let's keep improving together. I think this would be the perfect method for you to follow to actually build your English fluency, confidence, and even pronunciation, isn't it? So now these are the vocabulary from this session. Well, now, fluent meaning able to speak a language easily and naturally. Example could be, she's fluent in English and Spanish. Confident meaning doing something regularly without stopping. Example, be consistent with your practice. Consistent meaning doing something regularly without stopping. For example, be consistent with your English practice. Habit meaning something you do regularly without thinking much about it. Example, reading every day became a habit. Progress meaning improving over time. An example, you are making a great progress. Confidence meaning to believe that you can do something well. Example, speaking every day builds confidence. Practice meaning repeating to improve your skill. Example, practice makes you better. Conversation, a talk between two or more people. Example, the best way to learn is through conversation. Mistake meaning something you do incorrectly. Example, everyone makes mistakes when learning. Improve to become better. Example, your English will improve over time. Journey, a progress that takes time. An example, learning English is a journey, not a race. Well, now these are the phrases as well related to these sort of simple steps to actually build English, to build your confidence, to actually learn English is step by step to actually become fluent in English as well. Step by step meaning slowly and one stage at a time. Example, you will become fluent step by step. Little by little meaning gradually over time. Example, a little by little your confidence grows. Keep going meaning continue without giving up. An example, even if it's difficult, keep going. Go blank meaning to suddenly forget what to say or think. Example, I knew the answer but my mind went blank. Get the hang of it meaning to begin doing something well after practicing. Don't worry, you will get the hang of it. Stick with it meaning continue doing it, so something even when it's difficult. Example, learning English takes time, so stick with it. Learn by doing meaning you improve through practice, not only through studying. Example, the best way to become fluent is to learn by doing. Use it or lose it meaning if you don't practice a skill, you will forget it. Example, speak English every day, use it or lose it. One step at a time. A one step at a time basically means focus on a small goal instead of trying to do everything at once. Example, don't worry about perfection, take it one step at a time. Well, guys, I mean, that's all about it, and please let us know in the comment section below. Have you enjoyed this episode so far? And please let me know if you have got any topic you'd like me to cover, maybe steps to actually get on with that as well. So yeah, that's all about it, guys. Until then, see you next time. Cheers.